Hey, so in my most recent video, I talked about bathing in the I don't know-ness of a creative project, and I'll still stand by that idea. I don't know for sure if I would die on that hill, but I would definitely be willing to get reasonably injured on a nearby hill where I could see that first hill. Yeah, I don't quite know where that metaphor went, but what I want to talk about today is that even though it's fabulous to bathe in this I don't know upside down world, it's also valuable to get something to a point where you can share it with other people. Can you get it to a more knowable place, whether it's that story or a chapter or an essay or a book or that think piece on existential nihilism about BoJack Horseman? Whatever it is, can you understand what you're up to better and learn from that experience? Now, I'm definitely not suggesting that you release something prematurely or get in the hands of the wrong people, but still, if there's a way you can get some part of what you're up to an audience and experience that. There's many different levels of audiences at many different stages of the process, and I really can't tell you which one is going to be most valuable to you. All I know is that for me, I cannot truly understand what I'm up to until I understand how others react to it. In the early stages, for instance, when I finally found a writing group that really pushed me to a level of emotional depth with my characters, that was huge for my writing process. This was a time where I was going through some depression and anxiety. Maybe that's always with me, but it was particularly a tricky time where I didn't know how to express it, and so I put it in my stories. And I thought I would go into this writing group and everyone would be horrified with what I was writing. And instead, talking about all these emotional things, for them, one, they saw the humanity of it. They thought it was touching, but they also found it funny. This guy stuck in his basement or his attic, I forgot where he was stuck at the time, and unable to confront people. There was some humor in that, and that was also really useful for me to figure out how comic timing could work even when I'm talking about something that was heartbreaking to me. And it's also useful when you're reading, let's say, at a bookstore or something like that, to see how people respond to your work and what hits them, what they think is funny. All that stuff I think is so useful and feeds back into how you write the next thing. So I can tell you why this is on my mind right now, which is I've been working on these stories in my attic for a whole bunch of months, and I don't really know what state they're in anymore. I can't even see straight with them. And I've been noodling on these videos for a bunch of months and haven't really done anything about them for too long. I started feeling lost and detached about it, like, what does even matter? And so I got some of these stories to like a reasonable level with the draft. And so I sent it over to somebody who could look at it, review it, edit it, and also just give their feedback on where this collection of stories is at. And I'm releasing these videos, even though I probably could make them better. Definitely, probably. And this all scares the crap out of me to know that somebody else can snoop around and critique my flawed, messy ideas. But no matter how messy and awkward it gets, I just think I needed to get someone to see me and help me see myself better, even if the answer ends up being, yeah, things are a little awkward right now. Look, I'm not saying you should shape and complete and understand everything, but just to really connect with someone as they take in your art and just understand how this art works with other people. That is so huge to me. Maybe it's why I'm doing it in the first place. Originally this was going to be about finishing your mess instead of exposing your mess, and in that case I thought it would be work a lot better to have me on the toilet when I'm talking about finishing your crap. It's a lot less effective when the theme turned into exposing your mess, which really has nothing to do with sitting in a toilet in the bathroom. So, sorry, I already picked this location and it's no longer relevant. So here I am sitting on the toilet. Talk to you later.